We know there are 4 pillars of object-oriented programming. But what's the foundation? What's the foundation? We know there are several benefits, but what's the key feature which enables all those benefits? The key feature of object-oriented programming is the ability to organize your code. This code organization is the main aspect of OOP, which in turn enables several other benefits like readability, reusability, maintainability, modularity. To truly appreciate how important this organization is and the vital role it plays, let's see an example. Suppose you are moving from your old house to a new house. Today is the shifting day and all your luggage has been moved to a new house. Right now, everything is packed in different cartons. At this point, if I ask you for a pen, you may find it very difficult to find a pen. You don't know which cartons to open to search for a small pen. Similarly, while having your lunch, you may need a spoon, but you may not find that either. And same for other things like your t-shirt. 1 month later, when everything is set, if I ask you for a pen today, you may only take just 30 seconds to bring a pen. Similarly, while having lunch, if you need a spoon, you may go to your kitchen and bring the spoon in just 10 seconds. Same for your t-shirt. Now, the question is, what has changed? While on the shifting day, everything was so difficult to find, today, after 1 month, you're finding everything so easily. What's the difference? What has changed? The difference is organization. On the shifting day, things weren't organized, hence they were very difficult to find. Today, after 1 month, everything is set. Everything is well organized. Therefore, they are easy to look for. When things are organized, they are well maintained, they are managed, they are, easy to interact with, easy to look for. Object-oriented programming applies the same philosophy to your code. It helps you organize your code. And when the code becomes well organized, it gets all those benefits which come with organization. When your code is organized, it becomes well managed, maintained, readable, reusable, easy to interact with. If you're looking for something in your code, it's easy to find that and make any modifications. All those benefits come due to that key feature or main aspect, which is organization. Okay, so now we truly appreciate the key role this code organization plays. Now the next question is, how do we organize our code in an object-oriented language? To answer this, we'll have to go back to our example once again. How do we organize our things in our homes? In homes, we have cupboards, cabinets, drawers, shelves. We keep our things organized inside them. I keep my clothes in cupboard. I keep my books on shelves. If I need some spices, I will go to my kitchen and open one of my cabinets. I may have 5 drawers in my home. One for stationery, one for electronic accessories, one for medicines, one for first aid, one for my glasses, and so on. So now, if I need a pen, I will go straight to my stationery drawer. I will open that and bring out the pen. I will not search my whole house like a cop to find a pen. Now back to code. In code, we don't have cupboards and cabinets. So how do we organize our code in a code base? In an object-oriented language, we have objects. We use objects to organize our code. We keep our code well organized into different objects. And when we keep our code organized into different objects, the code becomes modular, maintainable, readable, reusable, extendable, etc. That's why object-oriented is called object-oriented, because it's focused on objects. It's centered around objects. And this answers our first question. What's the foundation? The concept of object is the foundation of object-oriented programming. Now, to summarize, the foundation of object-oriented programming is the concept of object. Those objects provide a way to organize our code, and this code organization is the key feature of object-oriented programming, which in turn enables several other benefits. And the job of an object-oriented programmer is to model or design objects. This is the fundamental responsibility of an object-oriented developer. When we solve a problem in an object-oriented language, we don't start coding straight away. Instead, we design objects. This object designing is the main idea, is the fundamental concept of OOP. If you approach it from here, you will see that everything else starts making sense. Everything else originates from this fundamental idea of object designing. Let's see how. You have objects. You can create templates of those objects so that you can create same type of objects again and again. These are your classes. Those classes can have contracts so that interactions of different objects are reliable. We represent those contracts normally through interfaces. Those objects can have relationships, which are inheritance and composition. Just like when you put something in a drawer, you are basically encapsulating those things. Similarly, you can encapsulate your code in a class. When you design general ideas instead of concrete implementations, you're basically doing abstraction. See, everything is here to support the basic job of object designing. Then different languages give you additional features for the same purpose. You can design objects in a way so that you can use same implementation for different types without compromising type safety. These are generics in C#. You can use sealed keyword to stop further inheritance. You can use abstract keyword because you don't want anyone to initialize an instance of an object because this is an abstract concept in your design. Then when developers community worked on that object designing, they came up with some guidelines or principles. Those we know as design principles. Similarly, when developers faced same type of problems again and again, and they repeatedly solved those problems using similar designs, design patterns were discovered. Now here's the wisdom. When you approach something from its foundation, it gives you not just knowledge, but the wisdom. And that wisdom improves your decision making and gives you the ability to innovate as long as you can align with the fundamental concepts. When you approach something from its foundation, everything starts making sense. Everything becomes meaningful. Then nothing remains bookish or theoretical. Instead, everything becomes relevant. So here we are. We are already object-oriented developers. We are working on C#, C++, Java, or even JavaScript. And since we are already working on an object-oriented language, we must be getting all those benefits out of the box, right? The answer is no. Just like in our example, our houses are not going to get self-organized just because we have cupboards and cabinets and shelves in our houses. We need to organize things into them. If we don't keep things in one place, if I keep my stationery scattered all over the house, I'm not going to find a pen when I need one. Similarly, we need to organize our code into objects. We need to learn the fundamentals. We need to learn the pillars. We need to learn the principles. We need to learn the patterns. We need to practicing applying them. We need to read different code bases. And once we do that, then we'll be able to organize our code in a better way and get all those benefits. So it's simple. To get the benefits of organizing your code into objects, you will have to organize your code into objects first. In the next video, we will bring these concepts to life with code. First, we will explore how developers typically approach their programming problems and why this often falls short, missing the benefits that we read about theoretically. Then, we will solve the same problem using the object-oriented approach, unlocking the benefits of code organization that we discussed in this video. Don't miss it. This is where theory meets practice. In short, in the next video, we will code like an architect.